Good morning, everybody. Today I'm gonna walk you through and show you how to transfer the vehicle number plate from one vehicle to another. So basically, if you're someone like in my situation, I bought another number plate and I wanted to transfer that number plate to this vehicle. And in order to do this, there is a process involved. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I done it. So basically, I did a lot of research, and of course, there is not a single video to kind of guide you. Someone told me before that both of the vehicle need to be on your name. As you all know, here in Saudi, if you're expert, you can't own more than 2 cars. So that was also a bit sad because I already have 2 cars and I couldn't get another car on my name because that was just another process and another headache. Anywho, but that's not the case, guys. If you didn't own the another car, you can still transfer the number plate. There is a process involved and it is possible. So long story short, it is possible to switch another number plate to your car and transfer your number plate to another car. You don't have to have that specific vehicle on your name. So in order to do this, basically first thing first, you want to make sure that your car is inspected. As you all know, here in Saudi, you guys call pass, or another word, inspection for the car, which is every year is done. When you do the inspection, they will give you that stickers right on your windshield, and that's good for a year. So make sure both cars have those, because if one of the car is not inspected or is expired, then the process won't work. So first thing first, 2 or both of the cars need to be inspected. Secondly, you have to pay 400 SAR for each vehicle. The best way to pay the 400 SAR, log into your bank account, click on bills and then MOI service, and here motor vehicle. Once you click on that one, then it will take you here, and again there's so many different options. Pay attention to the screen what I just click, and here you enter your IQAMA number and then the second sequence number for your car. And again, I'm going to attach the screen what you see right now, and that's the sequence number. Enter that, and then the next section is going to ask you, I click 9 passenger or less. So if you have a small car, that's not an issue, but 9 passenger or less. Once you do that, at this stage, you're all good to go. So once you made the payment, that means you just done it the second process. Another way, again, if you don't want to pay for another number plate or for another individual, he and she can do the same process, log into their bank account and pay the transfer fee, and then you're good to go. So again, the inspection is done. You paid for the both vehicle or just for your vehicle, whichever way you prefer. And once that done, then what you need to do to make sure you have wakala. Another word, it's the authorization that you need from another person, and also you're giving to another individual. So once you do the wakala, again, in my case, I have a friend, I went there and I requested, and he was really nice that he did it for me for free. But if you're someone, you can just go to any office, and they will issue wakala for you, or another word, the vehicle authorization. So you need to have 2 authorization. If you're someone doing both cars and one's on your own, then what you do, you issue the authorization for yourself, and you issue the authorization for another individual, that person giving you the authority to do this. Once you have a 2 authorization in hand, that means you done a third steps. The fourth step, what you need to do, to go to the traffic police. And again, once you go there, you want to make sure that you have the another vehicle registration with you. You want to make sure that you have a paper with you, and you want to make sure that you have he and she ID card with you as well. and the same goes to your vehicle as well. Once you have all of those 4 or 5 documents from each car, you go to the traffic police. In my case, it was a little headache because one time I went there and the system was down, and then I ended up again going to the second day and the third day. It was a little bit hard. Long story short, you need to go to the nearest traffic police center wherever you are located here in Saudi. And once you go there, along with those paperwork, again, you don't need the original documentation. You just take all of these copies with you, and when you go to the office or the traffic police center, you give him those paperwork, and again, you're all good to go. Once you give him the paperwork, in my case, they let me wait there for like 10 minutes, and 10 minutes later, they give me 2 cards. One card, Istimara or card registration for my vehicle with the updated number plate, and another Istimara for another vehicle with updated number. And that's it. You don't need to take the number plate with you to the traffic police. You don't need to do all of that stuff, because again, while I was there, I was worried, do I need to take my number plate? And if I take the number plate, how I'm gonna drive, or how the other person gonna drive? So you don't need to do anything. The number plates stay there with the vehicle. So once you get a new registration card, just like I did, then you go to that individual or to another car, wherever that person is, and you take this number plate, whatever number plate is that, you transfer it to another vehicle and take that number plate to your vehicle, and you're all set. Now, here what happened, guys, I went to the here in Saudi, where they transfer cars for you and they do all of that stuff. So I went there, and someone told me that it's going to cost you 4,000 riyal to do this. Someone told me 3,000. The lowest price that I got, it was 1,500 SAR. And they said, all we need with your information for the vehicle, the same information that I just talked about a little while ago. And again, they also need the wakala from you and from the another individual as well. So the same process. Once you give him the authorization to the car transfer office, then they will take that information and do it for you. Now, of course, they're doing it for you, so you gotta pay some extra fee. Now, it depends. In my case, someone told me 4,000 SAR, someone told me 3,000. The lowest, like I said, it was 1,500 SAR. But I didn't want to pay 1,500, and I just wanted to see the process and how it worked. For that reason, I took the risk, and I wanted to do it by myself. And honestly, at some point, I realized this is so much headache. It would be better to let the office done it for me for 1,500 SAR, but it was too late in a way. So again, I done the whole process transferring the number plate from my vehicle to another vehicle, and that number plate from that vehicle to my vehicle. The whole process took me 4 or 5 days because I didn't know that much, but I hope watching this video you guys can done it in a matter of 1 or 2 days. So it is possible, guys, to do it by yourself. Again, it depends how you want to do it. If you're willing to take a few days and go to the traffic police, and it's also possible. And also, if you don't want to pay extra money, so for that reason, I took the risk and I went there and I done the whole process around 900 SAR. So it is possible. It's a little bit, tricky. And again, it's a little bit, there was no video, there was no specific information. Like I said, someone told me both vehicle has to be on your name, which is not true. So you don't need to have the another vehicle on your name. All you need to do, just submit the application and pay for both fee and make sure your car is passed or inspected, and you're good to go. So that's all, guys. I hope this video was helpful and you guys learned something from it. And if so, please make sure like the video and also consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.